It's time now for sports. Let's say hello to Kedevan Gorgistani.
Hi, François.
Who needs Harry Kane?
Who needs Harry Kane? When you've got the full team of Tottenham, they proved it. They proved that they can continue winning. That was in the Champions League last night. A big win for the Spurs against the Bundesliga leaders, Borussia Dortmund. There were many opportunities in the first half, but no goals. And then Tottenham breaking the deadlock 2 minutes into the second half when Son Heung-min volleyed in Jan Vertonghen's perfect cross. The Belgian, who doubled the lead in the 83rd minute before substitute Fernando Llorente, sealed the win. 3 minutes later, the 3-0 victory, giving Tottenham a big advantage ahead of the second leg in Germany. But manager Mauricio Pochettino warned to stay focused.
I want to congratulate my player one more time. Massive performance and effort. For me, it's only the first leg. It's only the first half of the tie. I think, of course, 3-0 is a very good result. But when you have in front a team like Borussia Dortmund, I think always you need to respect. And of course, we need to think that we need to go to Dortmund with the idea to win.
There were also 3 goals in the other game of the night. The youthful Ajax immediately putting pressure on the experienced triple defending champions Real Madrid. The Dutch could have been ahead had it not been for the video assistant referee. Ajax denied a goal just before the break on the very first use of the technology in the Champions League, but Real Madrid held on and eventually took the lead just before the 1 hour mark through Karim Benzema. The Dutch not giving up, though, and they equalized through Hakim Ziyech. But in true Real Madrid fashion, the Spaniards had the final word late in the game as Marco Asensio scored the winning goal. 2-1 for Real Madrid, giving them a big advantage ahead of the second leg, which will be played in Madrid on March the 5th. More European football coming up this evening with the Europa League. Chelsea are headed to Sweden to face Malmö, with manager Maurizio Sarri expected to heavily rotate his squad ahead of Monday's FA Cup quarterfinals against Manchester United. The Blues may be the favourites on paper against the Swedes, but they are under a lot of pressure, especially Sarri himself. The Italian's days in charge seem to be numbered after the club's recent slump in the Premier League. Chelsea have slipped to 6th in the standings and have not scored a away goal in 2019, with their last game ending in a 6-0 thrashing at Manchester City. But Sarri is confident that his team will be able to bounce back.
After a match like in Manchester City is normal. It's not easy to play tomorrow, but 6-0. But we have to play, and we have to play well. We want to win. We know that it will be not really very easy, because we have to play against a very good team, I think, because they are compact, they are solid, they have usually a very good defensive phase, so it will be not easy, but we want to win, we want to react immediately.
Now, Chelsea will be playing later tonight, but some games will be kicking off in just a few minutes now. Among those early games, Lazio hosting Sevilla with Ciro Immobile probably on the field despite a thigh injury. Arsenal are in Belarus to face Bate Borisov, having left behind 2 big names, Mesut Ozil still sick, and Aaron Ramsey, who injured his knee. And Rennes, the lone French club left, host Real Betis. One game was already played. It was on Tuesday, Fenerbahce beating Zenit St. Petersburg 1-0 with a goal by Islam Slimani. We finish with the night's NBA action. The Portland Trailblazers snapping the Warriors' 11-game road winning streak. The first 3 quarters of that game were tight, with all the big names stepping up. Damian Lillard, 29 points for Portland, while Kevin Durant and Steph Curry had 32 each for the Warriors. But Golden State collapsed in the fourth, scoring just 12 little points. Portland led 110 to 103 with less than 4 minutes left on the clock when Draymond Green was called for a flagrant foul on Zach Collins, the call that angered coach Steve Kerr, who threw his clipboard on the court, yelled at the officials before eventually being ejected off the court. Lillard making the 3 technical shots. Collins, his free throws to put Portland up by 12 before Jake Layman added a 3-pointer to all but sealed the win. Final score 129 to 107. A quick look at the other results of the night. The Brooklyn Nets needed triple overtime to take down the Cavaliers, 148 to 139. The Bulls defeating the Grizzlies, 122 to 110, thanks to Otto Porter Jr.'s 37 points. Pascal Siakam did better with 44 points for the Raptors in their win over the Wizards, 129 to 120. And the Timberwolves beating the Rockets, 121 to 111, despite James Harden's 42 points. The Beard keeping his 30-point-a-game winning streak. He's at 31 games, scoring more than 30 points.
That's amazing. Ketevan Gorgestani, many thanks for that. We'll have more sports news for you later.